Hi everyone! Welcome to another visual lesson for Technology and Livelihood Education online class. I'm Mrs. Gina M. De Ocampo, your TLE teacher. This is an exploratory course on Household Services 7 and 8, and this lesson focuses on practice occupational, health, and safety procedures. First quarter, under Home Economics category, we have Household Services. This is an exploratory course 7 and 8 for week 3 and 4 topic, Practice Occupational Health and Safety Procedures. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to understand occupational health and safety or OHS issues and concern identified. Hazards are identified. To begin with, let's define hazard. Is any source of potential harm, damage, or adverse health effects on something or someone in line with the middle for occupational health and safety. Next is risk. Is the chance or probability that an individual is harmed or experience an adverse health effect if exposed to a hazard. Before we proceed, let's have some review. Identify the following tools, equipment, supplies, and materials used in cleaning. Identify the following fixtures. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's check if your answers are correct. Waste container, scrubbing foam, water hose, gloves. Very good. Now let's proceed to another set of fixtures. Fixture number 5, 6, 7, and last fixture. Now let's see if you can identify this fixture. Paper towel, liquid detergent, bucket, floor puffer. Very good. You're doing great job, class. Now you are ready for our new lesson. For lesson 2, topic is Practice Occupational Health and Safety Procedures. You might ask, what is occupational safety and health? Is it important? Is it relevant? Let's find out. To answer your question, occupational safety and health is incredibly important to secure the protection of everyone within the workplace. The main purpose of this occupational safety and health program is to push a secure work environment. Hazards are sometimes classified into 3 modes. For instance, hillside. Number 1, dormant hazards. A situation represents the possibility of a hazard, but people, property, or the environment have not yet been affected. Volcanic eruption is an example of armed hazards. Armed hazards is a sort of natural risk will make potential mischief to property, individuals, and environment. Typhoon and tornado is an example of an armed hazard. This feature of building on fire is an example of an active hazard. A harmful incident involving the hazards has actually occurred. Car accident and emergency is an example of an active hazard. Let's proceed to different types of hazards. Number 1. Biological hazards, also known as biohazards, refer to biological substances that pose a threat to the health of living organisms, primarily that of humans. This can include medical waste or samples of a microorganisms, viruses, or toxins from a biological source that can affect human health. Medical waste, viruses, microorganisms, and bacteria are examples of biological hazards. Next is chemical hazards. Is a non-biological substance that has the potential to cause harm to life or health. Chemicals are widely used in the home and in many other places. Exposure to chemicals can cause acute or long-term detrimental health effects. A chemical can be considered a hazard, such as agricultural, industrial chemicals, as well as products developed for home use, because a variety of negative effects. These are examples of chemical hazards. Another type of hazards is mechanical hazards. Are hazards created by the use of or exposure to either powered or manually operated equipment, machinery, and plant. Part of the machinery that could be hazardous to workers include sharp edges, hot surfaces, moving parts, etc. Men at work with machinery can also be considered a mechanical hazards. Involving a machine in the workplace is an example of mechanical hazards. Next is physical hazards. Are factors or conditions within the environment that can harm your health. Example of physical hazard. Flood problems can be affected by both natural and human elements, such as clogged waterways, old drainage system, and huge amount of trash generated due to improper waste disposal. Another example is X-ray. It has been utilized by humans for medical purposes. However, overexposure can lead to cancer, skin burns, and tissue damage. These are examples of physical hazards. Another types of hazards is ergonomic hazards. Are physical factors in the environment that may cause musculoskeletal injuries. Ergonomic hazards include uncomfortable workstation height and poor body positioning. An office receptionist is having back pain and neck pain. Another example of ergonomic hazards: vibration, using too much force, especially if it is done frequently. Now let us have an exercises. Classify and describe the following features as to the types of hazards: biological, chemical, mechanical, physical, or ergonomic. Let's start. Feature number 1. Answer: physical hazards. Feature number 2. Answer, biological hazards. Number 3. Answer, chemical hazards. Number 4. Answer, mechanical hazards. Number 5. Answer, ergonomic hazards. Very good. You all did well. Bravo! That's all for now. Thank you for watching. Once again, I'm your teacher Gina saying goodbye and God bless us all.